Hello, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another watch along as well, people. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Like the videos you're coming in as well if you're watching this live or on the playback if you really want to watch or watch along on a playback. And yeah, Barcelona versus Bayern Munich, people. Barcelona versus Bayern Munich. Hoping for another great stream like yesterday. Yesterday's stream was fucking brilliant. I've already sworn 3 minutes in. Great. But yeah, yesterday's stream was quality. Good to have another one, mate. Big up to Deck. Oi, oi. Big up yourself. Big up your bad self, Mike. Hope you are good, my dude. All good, my friend. Hope you're well as well. But yeah, let's get into the lineups first. And then, yeah, I've not even seen a lineup yet. Hold on, let me check if I've got the right one. Yep, I've got it. Coolio. Let's go. You've got Barcelona's first Pena in goal. Kunde, Kabasi, I never watched this guy. Martinez and Baldi. I actually can't remember the last time I watched a Barcelona game. I've not watched them under Flick yet. Casado and Pedri with Yamal, Lopez, Rafinha, and Lewandowski up front, obviously against his former club with Bayern Munich under company. I've watched one game in the Champions League that was against Villa, and I watched the Leverkusen game. So this is my only third time watching them. Just in general on the company. Neuer in goal, Guerra at right back, interesting. Upamecano, Kimmich, J. Alphonso Davies. Kimmich and Paulinho actually is freed from the shackles of the bench. He actually gets to start for Bayern Munich. Michael Elise, Thomas Müller, Serge Gnabry, and Harry Kane. Musiala's on the bench. Listen, these are good benches, you know. They've got Gavi there, Ansu Fati, Dani Olmo, Frankie de Jong, even Chesney's back from retirement. On here, you got, well, the wrong Ibrahimovic. Unfortunately, you got Eric Dyer, but unless Leroy Sané hasn't been great for Bayern. Goretzka's kind of meaty. Koeman's good. Lima's kind of meaty, from what I've seen anyway. Mateus Tell, probably not the greatest backups after Harry Kane, but Harry Kane's always had that at Tottenham and Bayern Munich, where he's always had that shit backup, giving him no competition really. And Jamal Musiala, I think then again he might be back from injury, but then again with that Aston Villa game, he didn't start. He was on the bench for that game as well, but he wasn't injured, I don't think. So that was the difference between that. So that's a bit different. That's a bit different. Oh, I think my screen's just got a bit dark there because I was just deleting a tab. But I'm looking forward to another good game, man. Looking forward to another good game. Barcelona had the Hansi Flick. They're top of their league. Company and the Bayern, I actually don't know their league position, but that he causes a split of opinion. That's for sure. So yeah, the game is 10 minutes away. Obviously, the Atalanta Celtic game has just ended as well. And obviously, I would have to read out your comments still from the chat, but I can't put them up on screen because I've got my tab open. Otherwise, I'll have to keep clicking off my tab, and it'll keep closing and stuff like that. But I'll still read your comments in the chat, people. So yeah, I'm just updating one of my apps on my phone. I'm trying to do the Champions League app, but for some reason, it wants to update now. Okay, we're checking out the Champions League results from earlier as well. What happened in the end? It was 0-0 Atalanta Celtic. Brest 1, Leverkusen 1. Yeah, those were the early games. Obviously, there's other good games on as well. There's like Leipzig, Liverpool, Atletico Madrid, Lille, and Benfica, Feyenoord. Those are probably the standout ones other than this game. So we'll keep an eye on them. We'll keep an eye on all of them. But obviously, Man City have got Sparta Prague at home. They should win that. They should win that anyway. Liverpool haven't really rotated their side as much. They've just put Simicas in for Robertson. They shouldn't even really be needing to rotate anyway, because why would you need to rotate? It's Champions League, football, Premier League. Only if you really can rotate in certain positions where the quality drop off doesn't drop too low, but whatever. They've got that Arsenal game they need to worry about as well. I need them to not have any injuries so they could go and beat Arsenal on Sunday. I'm looking forward to that game as well. Obviously, we've got Fenerbahce, Manchester United tomorrow. We've got the Man United preview on Friday as well. So we're pretty much we're streaming every weekday. I don't know what I've got for Saturday, unless any news comes out. I don't think there might not be a video stream on Saturday. I don't know, because we play on Sunday. So the first match reaction of the of the season will be on the first Sunday match reaction. I think we played Saturday every game apart from this weekend. And the only reason why we even played on Sunday is because Man United played Europa League, and if for some reason wanted to put this game originally as an early kickoff, it's now been shifted to one of them Sunday games that doesn't get put on TV, which is mad because West Ham Man United is always on TV, especially when we play at our ground. It was last season, the year before, and the year before that. But I'm looking forward to that Fenerbahce Man United game tomorrow. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. I think that'll be interesting, especially with Jose Mourinho going back against his former club, Amrabat goes against his former club. Same with Fred as well. So all of that should be interesting. But yeah, I know there's a lot of people that are streaming this game specifically right now. So yeah, so big up to everyone that's gonna click on this stream and choose to watch me instead of the many YouTubers you can watch. But we're trying to do as many watch alongs as we can over here. There is going to be bear shit talking of Jose. There is. I'm sure he must have done his press conference today. I don't know what he would have said, but that should be interesting. What I'm very interested in watching today as well, I just realised it's Lamine Yamal versus Michael Elise. Two right wingers that are going to probably try and grab the game by the scruff of the neck. I think Barcelona will win. If I was to predict, like, I haven't watched Barcelona, but they seem to be the more confident team going into this. They don't have a great record against Bayern Munich. But you like to think they take that momentum with all that confidence into this game and maybe get over the line against Bayern. It should be interesting. There's 6 minutes left till kick off this. For some reason, the channel is still on Atalanta Celtic. But they are a British team, I guess. So you've got to do the coverage of them. But I'm really looking forward to the game. I don't actually know. I don't know much about some of the Barcelona players. Some players I don't really know too much about because they don't play for their national team, I don't think. And, I'm used to just the obvious names starting for Barcelona, Rafinha on the left as well. That should be interesting. Lewandowski up front, Flick against his former club. It's going to be a spicy game. This fixture is usually entertaining anyway. This fixture is usually entertaining. Everyone remembers the 8-2, the Messi against Boateng and Neuer, where he gets Boateng on the floor and just chips Neuer after that. There's a lot of good games when it comes to Barcelona Bayern Munich. It's not really a rivalry, but it's like every time they face each other, something happens. Every time. Like this game historically is some of the most entertaining games you can watch. So I can't lie, like this could be a good game. This could be a good game. If it's anything like yesterday as well, especially with Aston Villa Bologna, when it comes to that game, like that game was mad. That ended up being obviously a Villa win in the end, but that game was end to end. End to end. Nice and entertaining. Very open game. I want an open game. I just want to watch an open game. As a neutral, I want to watch a bit of final third quality, some good football, and just a good game in general. So yeah. It's 4 minutes left till kickoff. But I haven't seen any West Ham news today, so I don't really want to speculate anything. Just see random news that you always get with these clubs when it comes to news. It's like just mainly rumors. It's mainly rumors and shit that is rumors that you wouldn't really entertain, let's say. I bet you Munich go route one. What Vincent Company go route one, that would be interesting. But I think Company, they're usually the ones that, like his team's usually quite naive. Quite naive in general. Big up to Jonathan in the chat as always. Big up to yourself. But yeah, Vincent Company, I think he overdoes it when he comes to play. He only really goes direct it unless he has to, When it comes to his teams, they're so naive playing up from the back with the passing, always making mistakes. So yeah. Boss, I hate watch going to hit that crack. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot Chelsea fans hate Barcelona for obvious reasons for the whole 2000. Was it 2008? 2008. I don't remember. It was 2008, 2006. It was that era of that. It's a disgrace. That's why Arsenal fans hate them as well because of the whole Van Persie situation. I get it, man. When I was growing up, I actually used to like. I only like Barcelona because of Messi. I don't really care about them now, but when they had Messi, that was just well, when I was a kid. I just liked Barcelona. I had a Barcelona backpack because I went to Spain when I was really young, and I went to Alicante on holiday and I had a Barcelona backpack. So that was only because of Messi and the fact that we're in Spain for holiday and stuff. 2009. Oh shit! Yeah, that was when I started watching football. That was when I started watching football. Then you got your revenge. Then years later with that Fernando Torres game, that goes round the keeper and shit. So you got your revenge in the end. You got your revenge. For some reason, it's still on Atalanta Celtic, and it's 2 minutes away from kickoff. So yeah, that ref, you're like, do you know what it is? There was a report years ago about the ref getting paid off, about Barcelona paying refs. I don't know if that was true in the end, but man said, "Let's go City." Pick up to Charlie, but I mean, City got an easy game. But there was that rumor, like I don't, it came out from the Athletic, so you never know whether it's true or not. But you like to think it was somewhat credible that Barcelona were allegedly paying refs. That all got brushed under the carpet very quick, very very quick. Why is it not switching over to the Bayern game, man? Hurry up! I'm talking about a 0-0 Atalanta Celtic. Like I get it, they're a British team, man, but I turn the TV on for Barcelona, man, not for Celtic. Make sure to like the video as you're coming in, people. Try and get 10 likes by the end of the stream. And we're, I think, 18 away from 600. So let's see if we can get there as soon as possible. We're trying to get 1,000 by the, well, I guess by the end of the year. I doubt we get 1,000 by the end of the year. That would, fucking hell. If we get 1,000 by the end of the year, that'll be mad. Be mad. I'm expected to hit 1,000 around early February. But you never know. You never know. But I'm surprised that Celtic drew to Atalanta. I'm surprised because Atalanta, a good team. Celtic usually, Scottish teams recently in Europe just get battered. They just get battered every time. I always see them getting battered in Europe. Okay, it's 8 o'clock now. Why isn't it on Barcelona Bayern? Oh, it starts at 8. Why is it coverage start? The coverage starts at 8:15. Are you fucking serious? The coverage for the Barcelona game starts at 8:15. So you're telling me I'm gonna miss like first 15 minutes of the game? Okay, all right, fine. Do you know what? I'm gonna stick Leipzig Liverpool on for just for a little bit until the Bayern game comes on. Remember when Rangers got battered? Yep. Atalanta are mid this year. They are mid. Do you know what? They are mid this year. They've been mid since Skamaka got injured. I can't put any more comments up on the screen because it'll close my tab. But yeah, that referee had already set a ban for being backhanded. Yep. Let's put a radio stream on. Hang on. By the time I find a radio stream, the TV stream will be on. That particular ref was in a similar higher stage game and a scandalous performance. I forget now which ref was 100% fact. Yeah, that would explain it. Do you know what it is? All those referees that get put in scandals as well, they always get a second chance. That happened in the Bundesliga with that. I remember Bellingham complaining about that ref all them years ago. Remember after the Dortmund Bayern, where Bellingham was just talking about the match fixing. We had the whole situation with West Ham Leon. That previous referee was done for match fixing. That referee that dodgy game all them years ago where we played Leon at home. Even though we still outplayed Leon with the referee, like being a bit mad. And the thing is, I complained about it then, like a little bit, but I don't really complain about referees that much. Nottingham Forest. I don't really complain about referees that much, but what's it called? Like that one was mad. When Cresswell got that red card and we beat Leon, that was one of the best European wins. Like excusing Alkmaar and Fiorentina, that's the best European win. West Ham versus Frankfurt was proper dodgy refereeing. I think we were just rattled. I'll be real, yeah. Can't lie, I think we were just rattled. I think we play. The problem is with the West Ham sides we've had over the years, we play into the referees' hands too much. We have that fucking VAR versus any top six or London club. Not gonna lie, You doing Friday night watch along? I might do. I might do because I'm doing a preview at 10. I could do a double stream. I could do a double stream. Fuck it, we'll do Leicester Forest because I know people will be watching that because I know nobody else is going to be streaming. Or Robertson just fucked up here for against Leipzig. Oh, not Robertson, Simicast over the bar from Leipzig. I'll do a Friday night watch along. We'll do a double stream. We'll do a double stream. So we'll do Leicester Forest and then we'll do the Man United preview because I was always going to stream at 10 anyway. So we can literally do one stream to the other. I'll literally redirect to the next stream. Well, I say redirect. I'll put the link in the chat because I don't actually know how to do the redirect thing properly. I still don't know how to do it because I've got no fucking clue. I only just found out how to share my tab instead of sharing screen like 2 weeks ago. I'm still figuring this shit out. But big up to Charlie and Judge Mo's hair gel yesterday for doing the Mike's raid thing on Lewis's stream yesterday. I hope you guys enjoyed Shameless yesterday. That's always fun. That is always fun. Has Foden already scored? On my days. I mean that's my signal. That's Man City for you against Smart Pro. Then they can take their players off. Take their players off at halftime if they do the job. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Shameless yesterday. That's always a good stream, discussing West Ham and stuff. Even don't know why Hassan was trying to troll me, but he's done that twice now. In both times I've been in Lewis's streams about Moyes, which is interesting. Kelleher's in goal for Liverpool. That I can see why they signed Mamadashvili now, because about the times that Alisson actually gets injured. I'm just keeping an eye out on the first 15 minutes of that Barcelona game because the fact that we actually have to miss the first 15 minutes, like Barcelona have already gone 1-0 up. Rafinha scored. Okay. Rafinha scored. Sick. So we missed a goal, people. We missed a goal. Great. Blame the fucking UK for putting Atalanta Celtic still on when Bayern Munich Barcelona is meant to be on. Ridiculous. Did you see the Lee stream overnight? No, I saw the clips on Twitter. I just saw the clips on Twitter. He was calling Mo, Hassan, Terry, and all that cunts. I know that they were briefly on stream, but I didn't see it. I didn't see the stream. I just saw the clips on Twitter. I'm assuming they were just arguing then about Arsenal and stuff. But I don't watch nothing against Lee, but I just don't watch shows where people are shouting over each other. Yeah, Mo and Hassan pulled up. Yeah, I saw they pulled up. I didn't know whether any of them got their points across or who won the arguments and stuff like that. But I saw the stream. I saw that in terms of I saw that the fact that they streamed. The crazy thing, it wasn't even about Arsenal. Oh shit, was it not? Because I just saw the clip, but couldn't really understand what anyone was saying because everyone was just shouting over each other. I just don't. That's why I don't watch heated debate shows unless it's Mandem Talk with Saeed. I'll be real. Anytime it's a heated debate show, I don't watch it because I just want to watch a football show. I just want to watch people talk about football. It doesn't have to be an argument. But that's been brewing for a while, hasn't it? To be fair. Crazy UK TV is like this. They were really respectful, but Lee was drunk and just being a dick trying to police content. Fair enough. When alcohol gets involved, it's never a good idea, as we know from this channel. Also, I want to watch a talk show, not a shout show. Yeah. I just want to watch people talking, But I mean, it is what it is. The thing is that, as I said yesterday about the North Side thing with Bavs, the best thing you can do is just make content about it. The best thing you could do is collaborate or clash within the same video / the same stream. As much as I wouldn't watch heated debates and stuff like that, the best thing you could do is make content out of it instead of doing other things because at least you're both somewhat profiting in terms of what did you get money, what did you get exposure. You can both boost your channels doing that. And I know it's not fake either, so there's always that. And we're talking about the topic of authenticity within the space as well. Okay, still not showing the buying game, even though there's been a goal already. Great. Go back to the Leipzig game. But that's the thing, not everyone's going to agree, you know? Not everyone's going to agree with each other. Foden is such a baller. I do think he does need to step it up in Premier League games, but if he's playing well right now, fair enough. But then again, he didn't even start against Wolves. I think if he struggles to place down the number 10 role permanently when De Bruyne is not there, then something's wrong. Because obviously Foden on a wing is just not the same player. Yeah, he's not really played this year. I think he had a good season last season, but yeah. Tell me why I waked up at 5 for work and the first thing I see is Lee Gunner arguing for Sam and Mo. Yeah, I do it is. I went on my phone when I woke up. I went to my subscriptions and I saw a 6 hour stream. I'm always amazed when he does 6 hour to 8 hour streams. I don't know if I could stream for that long because even though he has the audience that I'm gonna constantly like update him in chats and stuff, like he has a big audience. But even if I had a big audience, I think I'd stop around at max. I'd probably stop around 4, unless it was like a charity stream, you know, like what Sava does and stuff. He got assist for City's winning the other day. Yeah, he put the corner in it. It's a good corner, and City don't score corners. And yeah, Foden does have a kid, but they all have kids. Oh, what you mean had a kid? Was it like he had another one recently, or was it just? I'm assuming that this guy has 3 children now, and he's like 22. Fair enough, man. He just gets drunk and complains about everyone else's content. Fair, fair. Oh, he recently had a kid. Okay, that might have been. Yeah, that might have been it then. That would make a lot more sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure El Way was sick. Oh, is that kid? I forgot his name. But yeah, listen, like I'm glad I don't get drunk on YouTube because I'll just end up start shouting. It might be entertainment for you, but that's rarely gonna happen. I think the next time I do it, like I get drunk on YouTube, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I might do it. Then again, I don't. I'm not really in a mood to get drunk, to be honest. I'm actually trying to get into shape right now. I can't lie. I'm trying to get into shape. Trying to do some gym shit. Even though I go to the gym, I'm trying to like, what's it called? Watch what I actually eat for once. Because it's just stunting my growth. Simicast corner. There's still 4 minutes left until we actually get to see the Bayern Munich Barcelona game. World class save from Prague. City must be peppering their goal. I'm not exactly surprised, to be honest. It's Gakpo, Simicast, headed out by Henriks. Haaland with a perfect header. Somehow keeper got to it. Haaland, you just know Haaland's just kicking himself every time he misses. Leipzig could get at Liverpool here. I know Van Dijk and Konate look too comfortable. You know, like if, for example, yeah, I know. Oh, 1-1 Bayern scored. I missed it. So why have they started scoring before the fucking coverage starts, man? Like why? There's still 4 minutes left until the coverage starts. This is what's so annoying. Why does it start at fucking at 8:15? We don't pay for TNT Sports for like just to miss 15 minutes of a game, man. No one cares about Brendan Rodgers' interview after the Celtic game. Mike's mudded. Legit. This was meant to be the watch along that I was doing. Like, fuck's sake. I'm gonna fucking update this yesterday's. I'm gonna update the score anyway, but I might as well do it in advance. I can't type the full figures. The banner would just be too big. Oh, fuck's sake, man. Man said 1-1. Taking the piss. I guarantee by the... Oh, it's offside. Joe, at least we didn't miss it. I'm glad it's offside because I didn't want to fucking miss a goal. Like, this is the thing, yeah. If when the coverage starts, there better be more goals. There better be more goals. Feyenoord are 1-0 up against Benfica. Northside must be fuming. Young boys against Inter. Forza Inter, bruv. Forza Inter. Salzburg against Dynamo Zagreb. And let's see, you're 1-0 up against Lille as well. It's going to finish 1-1, you reckon? I thought Barcelona would get the win, not going to lie, just because they look more comfortable under Flick than Bayern do under Company. But then again, I haven't watched Barcelona, but I just know that Barcelona are more confident. They're top of the league, you know? Hurry the fuck up, man. But Leipzig playing quite well against Liverpool, to be fair. Kanate has been brilliant, man. Kanate has been brilliant this whole season. Can't get past the guy. Can't get past him. Alright. Hurry up, man. 2 minutes left. I can't lie. Kanate's probably gone under the radar. I don't think he's got enough credit this season. Not gonna lie. Like for what Liverpool's defense have done, Van Dijk always gets the credit, and he should for this season. But also, we've been praising Gabriel and Saliba, but Kanate hasn't got a red card this season so far. Kanate's been sick, and it's especially when they both have like Robertson ain't Robertson anymore. He hasn't been Robertson for about 3 years, and Trent obviously we know his defensive deficiencies, so more pressure is put onto them. Because Trent doesn't. It's not even that Trent can't defend. Sometimes Trent doesn't even try to defend. Oh, straight into Kelleher. I'm gonna switch it now, just so I can get that in advance. They better. All right, we're on an ad break. Same old adverts. Hopefully, it switches to the Bayern game soon. Still an update. Scores, nothing's scores so far. Arsenal's defense is actually so overrated. Not gonna lie. I remember the whole breaking record 15 goals thing. They've already conceded 8 in the league. Like they'd have to pull off miracles for that 15 goal record to happen. I said this for time ago. These records that get put in what's it called? These records that are there, like the Invincibles, the even like doing a three-peat, like City have done it. Like they've won 4. Like that's not going to be topped. Like and they're going to win 5. That's not going to be topped. Winning the treble is still rare. Like just because Man City have done it doesn't mean it's still easy to do. It's very rare. Like because we've been saying that City are going to do the treble for year in year out, but this was the first time they actually did it. Like these records don't get topped. So when people say, "Oh, they're going to do the Invincibles, they're going to concede less than 15 goals," it's not going to happen. Technically speaking, Nottingham Forest have a better record of beating Arsenal's 15 goal record than Arsenal. Better chance of beating the record. Oh shit. Saliba and Gabriel have had one decent season. Now all of a sudden they're the best centre back pairing ever. If you ask Arsenal fans, the Invincibles is the least impressive one out of all these records. All of it. I don't know about. I don't know. You know, like actually, no, you're right. You're right. Because conceding less than 15 goals is rare. You're not going to top that. And winning the treble is 3 trophies over 1 trophy. That's rare. People are going to be like, but Arsenal are the only team to do it. Preston did it. Preston did it. But apparently, football only existed in 1992. I was born in 2003, and I'm saying that. But it's just like people run agendas, it's rivalries, it's all of that. Getting 100 points is also crazy as well. Centurions, like City are the first to do that, I think. And no one's going to do 100 points anytime soon. Not in this climate, not in this, with the lack of quality in the league so far. The Formidables was crazy. Again, like, no one's going to top that ever again. Like, look at these records that these teams are breaking. No one's ever going to top that. By the way, the coverage is still not on. It's still not on. It's still on adverts. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't care if it's TNT Sports 4. The kickoff time should be correct. I'm missing the first 20 minutes of the game. I should have titled this Leipzig versus Liverpool, but whatever. Because I ain't been watching the Bayern game because I can't watch the Bayern game. This is getting ridiculous. I also watched Lamine Yamal and Michael Elise, and this is what they're doing to me. This is what they're fucking doing to me. Oh my god, there's still more adverts, man. Piss off. Piss off, man. I don't care about your PC. Taking a piss, man. If I knew that this game, the coverage was at 8:15, I probably would have done this game. I probably would have started the Leipzig Liverpool game. But I haven't even seen either of the goals. I'm gonna go on my phone and watch either of the goals. See if I can. Who scored? Rafinha. Well, actually, no. The other goal got disallowed. Shit. Fucking hell, man. Good play there, and then it was just a running behind. That's quite easy. That's typical Vincent Company highline shit. Just went round the keeper and scored. But the way that defense was structured, it was literally three at the back four. Okay, we're finally watching the game, people. We're 16 minutes in. Nabry just shot straight at the keeper. Finally, the game is on. The game is on. Okay, I accidentally put the score as 1-1. Let me change it to 1-0. I don't know why I still have it as 1-1. All right. Finally, the game's on. I'm on 16 minutes 38, so nobody put any score updates for the game because you might be ahead of me anyway. But yeah, this finally we actually get to watch the game that we intended this watch along for. Make sure to like the video if you haven't, and if you're new coming in. Let's see if Harry Kane, if he's going to drop in between the centre backs like he always does from striker position. Guerrero's got the ball here. Barcelona's line is very high, but they're just congesting everything in the middle. There's a lot of stuff going on about Alfonso Davies, whether he's going to Real Madrid, whether that deal was done already. And there's a lot of rumours about Xabi Alonso maybe joining him because Xabi Alonso is apparently definitely leaving Leverkusen. Elise said that's a great ball into Gnabry. Gnabry, Kane! Kane has scored! Harry Kane has scored. A great ball from Elise into Serge Gnabry, and it was across to Harry Kane. I don't know whether this will get VAR'd or not. I'm going to check before I update the score, but it's 1-1. We switched it on, and the goal happened straight away. Like Michael Elise, by the way, shock, he's a baller. Great cross from Gnabry. Is this offside? It's not offside. It's not. 1-1. So you're telling me when I updated it back to 1-0, it became 1-1 again. Okay, that's just my luck. That is just my luck. But anyway, City are playing really well. Nunes has played the CDM and so far looks really good. Mateus Nunes, like with the Rodri injury, he could play a part. He could play a part, and he's got a new lease of life, new energy. This is his second season. In your first season at City, usually you're just there to settle in. And he was bought as a squad player, so we'll see how that happens. But this game's already 1-1, people. 18 minutes in, I didn't get to see the first goal until I went on my phone. But Harry Kane is 5-3. Fox in the box there. That's what happens when you stay in the middle, Harry Kane. Good ball from Gnabry, but also the Barcelona defense should be better. I think Koundé could maybe get out to Gnabry as well. And maybe buy another chance, man. Yeah, they do need legs in that midfield, Charlie. Like, I think Nunes is perfect for that. Literally perfect for that. Yeah, keep me updated on the other scores, people, if you can, like the Leipzig game and Leipzig, Liverpool, Man City game, especially, please. Big up to Musty. Everyone like up a sub as you're in the way in if you're not already. Facts. Listen to Musty. Leave a like as you're coming in, people. If you're not subscribed, well, let's try and get closer to 600. You can help out the channel. But big up to all of you that's here. We're trying to hit 10 likes by the end of this stream. I don't know how many likes we're on now, but trying to get 10. As soon as the stream ends, I want to see 10 likes. Proves that everyone here is on it, you know. But I just want to enjoy the game now that we're already halfway through the first half because I didn't even get to watch the first 20 minutes of the game due to, UK TV being absolutely nonsense. Neuer sending the ball up there. This Baldy guy seems to be making waves. I need to watch him a bit closer. I think this is Cabrassi on the ball now. Seems to be building in a 4-2-4 kind of. There's Koundé. Pedri, nice football there. Kunde's done well there. Really done well keeping the ball there. Can he find the ball? It's gone straight back to Barca, but that pass was never on. I want to ask you, Mike, how was conference final day, and how did it feel when Bayern scored that last minute winner? You know what? Yeah. So I'll take you through the day. I went to the gym on the day, and I was just nervous, just thinking about the game because obviously this game was on a Wednesday. I was just nervous thinking about it, and I remember I needed the alcohol to calm me down. The problem was I had a big fucking pizza just before the game, so I couldn't get the alcohol down because the food is just soaking it up. So I'm still sober, and I'm just nervous, just shaking. My mouth is dry, everything because I'm just nervous and I'm drinking. I'm drinking. I had to down these Coronas. Um, I did because I did the same for the Alkmaar semi final because I've never been more nervous in my life. And I was just sitting there. I didn't say a word throughout the whole first half until their disallowed goal. I didn't say a word. I didn't say anything. They had a disallowed goal at the end of the first half. And I just said, we need to fix it up. We just need to get the ball and put our chances away. But when that last goal went in with Jared Bowen, it was like so unbelievable that I didn't even like celebrate it. Like I legit just sat there in shock because I couldn't believe what was happening. I couldn't believe it. Oh, Barcelona had the ball through there. That's a foul, surely. Okay, never mind. But I legit couldn't celebrate it because I was so shocked. I was like, legit, end the game now, so I can celebrate it. And then as soon as the game ended, I just fell to the ground because all that nervous energy was just drained. Like, that's the thing. Like, I expected to go mad and go like if I was in a group, I was watching it at my house. If I was with like a mad group of people or anything, I probably would have what's it? I would have gone mad. Elise's done so well here. I would have probably gone mad when it comes to the celebration. But I just stood there, sat there, just in shock because I didn't, the thing is, I had a feeling that we would win the game like that because I've never confident at West Ham. Yeah, I'm never confident at anything at West Ham. But the one thing I was confident of was winning that Conference League. Well, your palms sweaty, knees weak, arms heavy. I get you. Yeah. I'd love a 1-0 tomorrow with Fred getting the winner. The Man United fans would have a meltdown. Oh, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. I want to see Jose shushing the United fans. Yeah. Just go to the Man United fans and just shush them. Might as well. But yeah, that nothing will top that Conference League final, obviously, unless we win another trophy. Like, Big Dick Deckers had a shocker that game. To be fair, most people did. I'd say everyone apart from, like, the defense and Bowen probably had a bit of a shocker. Um, Suchek, Rice, who played in the 10? Paquetá, Ben Bram. Even Ben Bram, despite the penalty, he wasn't that good. Bowen was good, and the back four were good. Even Sufo, again, Zuma, they were all good. Even Kera, when he came on, he was decent, man. Ariola didn't have to do anything. They just passed sideways and we countered. How old are you, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? I'm 21, bro. I'm 21. I turned 21 in July. Born in 2003. Paquetá forgiven for that pass to Bone. Yeah, of course, of course. Like, I didn't have a good game, but no one else in the team, maybe apart from Lanzini, who was in the squad, can play that pass. Fair, still young. Yep, I am still young, but a lot of things are making you're like 21's that age where you're still young, yeah, but a lot of things that are like bare nostalgic are just making you feel fucking old, bruv. Like when you deep it, it's like I was deep in it today. I was deep in it like before. I was like, so you're telling me people that were born in 2010 or 14? Like what the fuck, man? Like people who were born in 2010, they're still meant to be like 2 years old in my head. Like that ain't meant to happen, bro. Like that's not meant to happen. Man's 21. Oh god, I don't really like thinking about it. I'm just meant to stay 18, bro. I'm meant to stay 18. That was the plan. That ain't happening. But yeah, still young, I guess. Still very young. Would you consider Lanzini a West Ham legend? Definitely not legend, but cult hero for sure. We've got a lot of cult heroes over the years. Um, but yeah, legend probably gets thrown around a bit too much. Um, but I would say cult hero Turned up in big games, you know. Lewandowski shoots is wide. Um, Obviously the Tottenham goal. He scored a few against Tottenham. Well, a couple against Tottenham, but obviously scored that equaliser. Goals in other London derbies as well. A lot of long shots. His first season was the last season at Upton Park with thought his ability with Payet and stuff. Oh shit. Neuer's just kicked the ball out. Oh god. Sorry, my connection's unstable, but nothing I can do about that. Um, I remember his goal against Spurs. Imagine there was fans in that game. Yeah, bro. If there was fans in that game, that would be mad. Like people calling Antonio a legend. Eh? I knew you were gonna do that. I knew it. Oh man, this is the game of the season so far. What? Barcelona Bayern. I think that there's a high standard of football, bro. Harry Kane ball over the top. I can't lie. This game is like it's very refreshing because we used to watching the Premier League a lot. Wasn't Lanzini's first season in 14-15? No, it's 15-16. He joined when Bilic joined, and he was the same transfer window as Payet and Antonio joining, Obiang, Ogbonna. I can't remember who else. Victor Moses, we joined on loan. Yeah, it was 15-16. We had him on loan in 15-16 and made it permanently in like pretty much the end of that season. That was always the plan, was like a loan to buy. Yeah, this game is end to end. Like it's just a lot of space, but it's a lot congested. Good tactical game as well. So yeah, Lanzini was there from the last season at Upton Park to last season, no, to 2 seasons ago. Because his last game he scored against Leeds, and then last time he was in the squad was the Conference League game. In a season where he should have played a lot more games. He should have played a lot more games. I remember on this channel I was demanding him and Fred Downs to play over Souček quite a lot in that game. That's when the hate for Souček started. Who did Lanzini join from again? I think it was River Plate. I'm gonna check. But I'm guessing it was River Plate. Give me a sec. It was Al Jazeera. He started at River Plate, but it was Al Jazeera. I wouldn't have remembered that. So yeah, but he's because I always forget he played at Independiente, he played at River Plate. It was Al Jazeera. The only club legend we've had in a long time is Noble. To be fair, I think Bowen could be if he stays. Yeah, I wouldn't be against people calling him that now because of the winner, but I would understand why also people would be like it's too early. Obviously, Noble's a certified legend. The reason why I put Antonio there is because all-time top goal scorer. That's not going to get beat. What was his position there with him, man? Oh man, we should have had Lanzini play a lot deeper and play Paquetá in front, or the other way around with Rice in the middle in that season. Because we needed to just retain the football. Bowen will be it, yeah. I think if he's in the right West Ham team, he's the only one that can really top Mikel Antonio's record. Unless we sign some mad striker that actually gets a chance to get some service, you know. But that's why I put him there. Because I still feel like I know he's fallen off now, yeah, but you can at least understand that because of how much he's done. That's why I debate it, because his record is even crazy. But that's the thing. The reason why the record is even crazy is because we've been so shit. So this is the problem as well. Like, yeah, cult hero, first, but I just think as well, like we relied on him way too much. So I think that's the why he is the way he is. Like the problem is when Bilic was there, he played him as a right back, but he kind of needed him. Then he just stopped playing him for a bit until he got sacked. Really, Pellegrini needed him, and he never played him. But he needed him. Like if Pellegrini didn't play Antonio at the back end of his reign, he probably would have got sacked a lot earlier. But it's that bad that all-time Prem top scorer hasn't got a crazy number. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yamal is clear Saka. Oh yeah, Yamal is definitely better than Saka. Yamal's better than probably most right wingers in it. Well, he's definitely better than every right winger in the Premier League. Like that guy's just a different. He's a fucking demon. Uh, big up to Scott. Big up to yourself, bro. Awful manager is terrible, and Tim Steidman is becoming the scapegoat over Fulcrook. Not to mention he wanted Duran and Omaridian. Yeah, Omaridian. That's the thing as well. Like Fulcrook, it wouldn't have been like nobody knew he was going to get injured. Like nobody knew he was going to get injured. Like I don't know what people wanted, and the fee wasn't even that excessive. It was cheap, but people like to use that just in there. And the thing is with like Dorado or Meridian, we saw everything what Villa said. They wanted 45 to 50 million. We should never have paid. We were never going to pay that. And even if they did, then people would have moaned about the fact that we paid that much for Duran. And Meridian obviously got rejected. 1-0 Liverpool. I've just seen that. It just popped up on my thing. Now Darwin Núñez has just scored on the game I'm watching. So take that confidence into Arsenal, eh? Take that confidence into the Emirates game because, yeah, we need a Liverpool win at Arsenal. But yeah, the whole striker situation, like, we tried to get an alternative. I don't know what people wanted, like, because we were interested in Sorloth as well. We were interested in Dobvik. Like shit is what it is. Like, we had to spend money on multiple positions. So if we went over it, exceeded for another position again, we wouldn't have been able to pay for some of the other players. Exactly, but yet we spent over the odds on Somerville, who was too small, weak for the Premier League. Somerville was barely played, bro. Somerville hasn't really been given a chance, and to be honest, he didn't deserve to be dropped. And the only time he's really come on is when we're already losing. I don't even think we spent over the amount. We needed a winger like that. Because if we did get Somerville, bro, we would have got Reece Nelson. This is Foden's best game since last year. He's balling out. Fair enough. Fair enough. Hopefully he can take confidence into the other games because he needs City to win the league. The thing is, I don't mind Liverpool winning the league, but yeah. I reckon if you moved early and put the money down, you could have got Tony. The problem is, because Tony was on 1 year left, he wanted higher wages. So I don't even know if Brentford would have. I think Brentford would have tried to, do the whole thing. Like the thing is, again, as I said, we couldn't even pay the money for Tony that they wanted because we wouldn't have been able to pay for other players. I get people's complaints, but like we actually needed all these players in multiple positions. People would argue Guilherme, but Guilherme should actually be getting more game time than he is. Even though I did say at the time he is one to be the replacement in for Kudus or Paquetá, whoever leaves at the first out of them two. I said that when he signed because we still needed a winger that has a right foot from cutting them from the left. Exactly, Guilherme was one for the future. Yeah, like I think Starder did. I actually think Starder did all he could. I just think the manager needs to get it right because I've been complaining about players a lot. But ultimately, if everyone's playing bad, it's the manager's problem. I'm not going to do revisionism with the transfer window. I'm happy with everyone we got in, just the manager at this point. Exactly. I think this squad has so much more than it is, Like, this squad should be minimum top 10. Minimum. That's why I said 10th. That's why I said if you finish 10th and give me whatever your style of play is, I'll give you another season. We're not going to finish 10th. And yet, it's only 8 games in. Yeah, we can revive this season if we get a different manager. If we get a different manager, we can revive the season. Not with this manager. We don't know what the manager's trying to do. On paper, it is a European side. No one can tell me that it's not. We literally was in Europe with last season's team. You see the state of last season's team compared to this season's team. This season's team's way better. Do you know what it is? Like, we always do this when we come to wasting players. Like, that's offside, I think. Alphonso Davies has it there. It's a good game, by the way, this. But we always do this where we just waste good sides. But this is the best side I've seen in a long time. Well, probably best side I've seen ever. Kane, Jesus Christ. Bayern could have finished that there. It could have been 2-1. Bayern creeping into the game a bit. We've got a better squad than Newcastle. We've got a better team than Newcastle. Our squad is very similar to Villa's and their top 4. I agree. I agree. It's way better than Newcastle's. I discussed this on Honest Rivals on Waffle TV and Coach's Corner the other day, like with Omar and Liam and everyone. If you did a combined 11 fully fit, most of their best players you could do even. It could be even with Cool Gimaresh and Isak and Botman. But overall, our squad's better. They've got Longstaff still. They've still got Dan Burn. I'm taking our centre backs over theirs as a package. Even though Botman is a top centre back, he doesn't play. Yamal. Oh, through here. It could be 2-1 Lewandowski. It's 2-1. It's 2-1 Barcelona. And Lewandowski has scored. A bit of a mess there from Neuer. Mess of defending, mess of a high line. And Lewandowski scored. Company's complaining to the thing. Yeah, Tim Snyder did well, in my opinion, especially with how much he actually spent. We still need to give these new players time, including Guido Rodriguez. We needed another CDM when Alvarez is not available. Exactly. And this is the thing. I saw an article scapegoating Rodriguez the other day when it came to the Spurs game. I don't get it. Rodriguez was the only one tackling. Rodriguez was the only one doing anything, like cutting out their tackles. And the thing is, this is the problem, Scott, as well. Like, as you said, we need to give these players time. Because especially with players that haven't played in the Premier League before or barely played in the Premier League. Because this guy's just come from a new league. People are like, oh, but he's experienced. But he's not played in this league before. It's not about the Prem being better than every game. The Prem being better than every other league. But it's about a stylistic point of view. Give him time. That's the people you should be giving him time. Rodriguez. Areola in that Spurs game, he's been horrendous this year. Yeah, Areola has been terrible, especially since the last international break. I didn't get at the start of the season, but over and over, like, he's got worse and worse, to be honest. Especially in that game. That game, he pissed me off. Straight 0 out of 10 performance, as I said in my player ratings. Yeah, we probably will need a new goalkeeper this summer, Jonathan. You're right. We're still gonna need players every year. I'll be real. Like, we still needed players regardless of the transfer window anyway. But Steiner did all he could. Yeah, Areola's distribution is very poor, but I don't know why it's turned so poor. Because he actually used to be able to pass to the centre backs. I don't know what's happened. But we needed left. I can't have Aaron Cresswell at my club again next year. I know he hasn't played, but we need actual competition for Emerson. We need competition for Emerson next year. Need it right back next year because Sufal will probably leave on a free. Probably get Walker Peters on a free, which I would be fine with, by the way. Walker Peters on a free next to Wan-Bissaka. That's a good signing right there. If we could get a cheeky little Walker Peters on a free. Never rated Ariana, just reminded me a better version of Kepa. I don't know about all that. But he's just shown that he's completely fallen off this season. But it is what it is. I don't want, like, we saw how Fabianski also played against Liverpool. Like, we don't really have much of a choice now. But we're obviously probably going to need a striker next year, regardless of the situation, whether Fulkrug is here or Fulkrug isn't here. Whoever's here, we're going to need a striker again next season. We probably need another number 10 next season. Like, we're going to need players next season regardless. But we're in a situation now where we actually can spend the money right because of the director of football that we have. And he actually spends it properly. He spends it on certain positions. He spends it wisely. And we can watch ourselves, and we can also sell players on. So I feel like in that side, we're fine. It's just a manager. Legit. It's legit just a manager. But this is the thing. Even if we hire a manager that I like, I'm not going to get excited just yet. I'm not going to build my hopes up again just to be let down and start ranting and raving because my expectations weren't fulfilled. I'm not going to do that again. Interesting game this as well, by the way, because Bayern were creeping in, and then Barcelona just hit them straight 2-1. Companies complaining that as a foul. That's barely a foul. I hate when. Do you remember Mustafi against Man City people, the EFL Cup final? That's pretty much what happened to Kim Min Jae. Big up to check. We need a new left back to replace Emerson. I'm okay with Emerson being number 2. That can't be the first position we do, but we need like don't get me wrong. When we sign a new left back next season, it has to be first choice anyway. Because I don't believe when you have a 30-year-old left back anyway that you sign someone to be a squad player. But Emerson's the least of my problems. Is to replace Cresswell more than fucking Emerson. Because how is Cresswell still here? I don't get it, man. Like I can't be bothered. Just leave my club. I'm just nervous about us. Our last season with possibly next. Oh fuck's sake! You saw Alfie's reaction when I said that he may be staying for another year. When Ornstein said that the feeling is that he could be staying for another year was quite funny. Thomas Muller, who hates Barcelona, goalkeeper, right back, left back, centre mid, depending on Paquetá and striker. Yeah, I agree. I agree with all of that. And obviously, fourth, probably another centre back because fourth choice or whatever. But yeah, those have to be the main ones next season. Not gonna lie, because we're not gonna spend in January. We're gonna probably look at some cheap options, maybe some loan options if we can, depending on what the loan rules are. Because we've already technically done 2 loans in Europe, that being Soler and Tadimo. Bayern on the attack now. Barcelona really struggling with their defenders there. They're just about got out of that. Pedri clearing it. Bayern are going to try and attack again. It's a very interesting game, this. But yeah, I'm honestly like my main priority is the manager right now, and then everything else we can worry about. And worrying about next season and stuff. It also depends on who performs this season. And the thing is, there's going to be a big sale next season anyway. There's going to even if Paquetá was to not get banned, I'm sure he'll have interest. Mohamed Kudus is going to have interest. Someone's going to pay that release clause. Someone's going to try and get him out of here. His agent is probably going to try and get him out of here. He probably will want to leave as well. I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame Kudus if he wanted to leave. Yeah, I think Kudus goes, bro. I think he will. And the thing is, it'll be money to reinvest, and it's going to be hard to replace. It's going to be hard to replace. I'll be real. You can't really replace a footballer like him. He's been playing left wing, though, for the past 2 years. Or like 18 months, roughly. Last game of the season last year, I was celebrating when City scored against us. So maybe I am a thief. I didn't celebrate, but I laughed. I can't lie, I laughed. When as soon as Foden scored, I laughed. I want Kudus to leave. I want him to be free, to be fair. If we're gonna carry on being shit, he needs to go. He needs to go because for the sake of his career, he needs to leave. I like even Bowen, like the fact that Bowen's even like I don't want Bowen to leave, but the fact that he signed a new contract, he's probably going to think, what the fuck did I sign a new contract for? I reckon that had you write a commentary would be worth a punt for a makeshift striker for now until you get the money for a better cover for Antonio. I think by the time we get to next summer, we're probably gonna have to spend big on a striker. If it was someone in January, like it ain't really worth it just because we've got 3 strikers and no one's gonna leave. Ings ain't gonna leave, even though because he's just comfortable with his wage, he ain't playing. So yeah. Who are we gonna replace Kudus with? I don't know, but that's the standard job to scout. I've got no clue. I'm assuming someone in Europe, because there won't be someone in the Premier League. I'll put it this way, whoever replaces Kudus ain't gonna be as good as Kudus. Nah, Danny Dyer gonna force Bowen to stay. He ain't gonna put gun. He ain't really got much of a choice now that he signed a new big deal anyway. I think he's gonna retire here regardless because he's kind of said that himself. So you kind of have to die on that sword. Yeah, technically Guilherme is the replacement, but we're probably gonna have to sign someone anyway. Put it this way, whatever position that the next manager, let's say it's a whole new thing. I'm gonna paint the scenario out. Let's say it's a new manager, not Lopetegui, and they plan to have Kudus next season. Whatever position they imagine Kudus to be in is whatever Guilherme is going to fill. But there's going to be other because Kudus plays more than one position. We're going to sign another player for a different position if that makes any sense. Rafinha 3-1. You just cut it onto his right foot and finished it like that, yeah? Barcelona are running riot, people. Running riot. Jonathan, that hate watch is not going well. Barcelona are fully running riot. Right at the end of half time as well, like 2 minutes left. And Rafinha cutting onto his right foot from the left hand side and scored. Bayern again moved to. They are getting moved to. Paquetá's too good for West Ham. Our fans complaining, but he scored 2 goals this season, assisted 2 for a new style of play. They're still good numbers. Yeah, if we're talking purely numbers, then yeah. The thing is, he has been bad this season, but my problem is, Scott, I'm not blaming necessarily all out on him. Like, my only problem with Paquetá, he needs to do the basics properly and stop fucking around a bit. But my problem is he can't thrive as a player, as a pure footballer under this manager, can he? Like, let's be honest. Paquetá was one of the best players at West Ham last season. He's been shit because of the manager. Same with Curtis, Bowen, Alvarez, Emerson. Like, these players have been shit because of the manager. The manager's making everyone look bad. Even players that I don't rate. Even players that I don't like. They're not thriving because of Lopetegui. Like, we can criticize these players. We can criticize Paquetá. But can we write him off because of Lopetegui? No. Joy is Charlie. I fully blamed him for that first goal because he needs to start. He needs to cut that out of his game. We should put I don't want Paquetá left wing again. No. The reason why that doesn't work. The reason why that doesn't work is because when him and Emerson were linking up, they still needed another runner to help them. They needed another runner to help them. He is a number 10, number 8. Lopetegui's just not using him right. I don't want to see him on the wing again. Even at times now, he still gets put on the wing. I don't like him on the wing because you're putting your most creative player in wide position, so there's only one angle he can create from. We need to play Somerville. The reason why we need to play Somerville is because this guy played against Chelsea and Liverpool, played well, and then got dropped. I don't get it. He is kind of a luxury player, but he does. To be fair, he does put in the yards. The problem is he just tries to buy from the ref too much. He needs to cut that out of his game. I need to see that out of his game immediately. The problem is that that's never going to be out of his game. And one of the coaches last season said he's uncoachable, which is kind of a problem as a player of the 2024 type year. But yeah, I don't want to see Paquetá left wing again. I don't want to see Bowen up front again. I don't want to see no midfielder that can't create in a number 10. Why is he scared to play without 2 DMs? I have no clue. Because he's too conservative. It's halftime in a Barcelona game. He's too conservative. For a manager that wants to play football, which I don't even think it looks like he wants to play football, he's way too conservative, especially away from home. Like, just because we were unbeaten away from home before the Tottenham game, it kind of just spilled out into nonsense because the way we approached all 3 games didn't work. Do you think Edson Alvarez leaves as well? Depending on who the manager is. If it's this manager, then yes. I don't think this manager is going to last, though. I think clubs are going to be interested anyway. I'll be real. I love Alvarez. And I think Rodriguez could be a good squad player. But I wouldn't be completely against the idea of having an upgrade in that position. I think Alvarez is a good player, though. I don't think he's going to be able to thrive under this manager. But I just think someone a bit more mobile. That's going to be, if you're going to have a sitting midfielder, just someone a little bit more mobile. I think Alvarez is good enough on the ball. It could get you out of good sticky situations. But I just think someone a bit more mobile that can cut out counter-attacks a bit more effectively. But someone who's also good at the ball, not just someone who's just an out-and-out ball winner. Because we see them type of players get yellow cards too much. But there's always going to be, upgrades. I don't know, Paquetá left wing and Soler Cam for me is better because Kudus can play right wing and Bowen up front. That is our best attack. Plus, when Paquetá loses the ball, at least we have time to recover. Still, it's not going to get the best out of him. We're just going to allow him to just be on the side, just passing to Emerson, and that's it. It doesn't get the best out of him. I don't think Soler is an out-and-out creator either. But then again, I haven't seen enough of him. And I don't like Bowen up front because he's just not a striker. But then again, you're right, with Kudus playing right wing. That's why I've always said the whole Paquetá deep thing, Kudus in the 10, Bowen on the right, and then we've got Antonio right now. We don't have much choice with the striker situation. But I just don't want Bowen. We saw this against Chelsea. I don't want Bowen up front, bro. Like he's just not got the movement to play up front. It can only work if you're playing on the counter. Like Antonio isn't playing well right now, no, but we don't have much choice. But then again, who cares? Under this manager, who cares what the lineup is? Because whatever lineup this manager has put out, he's fucked it up. He's fucked up every lineup. Even when we wanted that, well, when some people wanted that front four against Chelsea, it didn't work against Chelsea either because the manager's just shit. Bowen is our best player. We need him in his best position. I want him off the right because that's where he scores. Like, think about the games against Ipswich and Palace. Those are the areas you want him in. The problem is this manager puts him so far out wide and Wan-Bissaka inverts. Why is Wan-Bissaka inverting? But that's Lopetegui for you. That's Lopetegui ball. Lopetegui ball. Fucking hell. I remember talking to so many people in the summer. Like, a lot of people were telling me, "Oh, this manager's terrible." A lot of people telling me, "Oh, this manager's really good." If there's mixed reviews on you in the first place, like there's got to be a lot of doubt. I was just trying to get behind the situation, just be like, cool, do something in it. But nah, I need my wingers to be fast, running at people, trying to get goals. I need my creators to create, play in the middle. I need my strikers to score really and get service. But we're not an attacking team. We're not a defensive team. We're shit at both of them. We're not good at attacking. We're not good at defending. Like we don't do either well. You got a controversial opinion about the Spurs game? Go on. I'm always worried when someone says I've got an unpopular opinion. That one always worries me. Check my thing. Check the scores as well. Just checking the other Champions League scores. Liverpool still winning. 2-0 final against Benfica. Jesus Christ. Still 0-0 in the other games as well with the Salzburg game and the Inter game. Other than Areola, I don't think any player had a stinker. I think Antonio. I think Antonio Paquetá. I don't think Rodriguez did. I didn't see Souček that game, to be fair. I didn't see Souček the whole game. So I put him there. I probably put Paquetá, Souček, and Antonio there. I think the centre backs were isolated. I think Wan-Bissaka did all he could. I think Emerson did all he could. I don't even think Emerson and Wan-Bissaka even know what the manager's instructions are. Like I don't think Wan-Bissaka started well, but I think last 80 minutes, I'd say. First 20 he wasn't that good, but he picked it up. This is why this is why I don't care. This is why I don't care anymore because I know that I'm not going to see what I want to see. So when I'm going into games like against Man United, no, I just don't care. I don't care. Just pull the plug, man. Pull the plug and end my suffering. I would say end my suffering, but I'm probably going to suffer under a different manager anyway. Not seeing Souček is a good thing. He wasn't at fault for any of the goals. He did defend okay. I disagree. He defended okay. I can't lie. I think his usual strengths are defending in the box. I didn't see him put enough tackles in. I didn't see him win enough duels, but I won't go him too much because Lopetegui, even though I don't rate him anyway. But whatever. I don't think any player could thrive anyway. No player's going to thrive under this manager. That's why only Kilman and Wan-Bissaka are the only consistent players. And to be honest, not seeing your midfielder, like the person who's meant to, be good in the middle, is still a bad thing. Tactics is what cost us in the first half. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know what his tactics are. I don't know what the tactics are, to be honest. I hate talking about this club. And I do a YouTube channel about it. It's just tiring. It's just tiring going through the same thing over and over again. Over and over again. That's why there's no point getting angry. Ugh, I don't want to see bad lineups. I just want to see a manager that knows what he's doing at my club. Would be nice. Playing so high up was a killer. Yeah. Then again, if we play too deep, we don't get out of our box. But this manager doesn't know how to play high up or deep. Like you can play it high up and organized. This guy's just not organized. It's how Liverpool play. It's how Chelsea play. Chelsea just don't have the defenders to play it. But then again, if we sit deep, cool. Invite pressure. Let me do fuck all with it. It felt like David Moyes was manager last, like in that game. Like seeing some of the substitutions, seeing the tactics, and then it turned into Bielsa on crack cocaine in the second half. He's not going to get sacked this year. You reckon? You reckon he's not getting sacked? I think Charlie with Man United at home, Forest away, Everton at home, and Newcastle away. He ain't getting a single win from those games. So I think he goes. Like he has to go into the next international break minimum. Like I don't think if he doesn't pick up a win, surely he goes, and I don't think he's going to. He should have gone after Chelsea because that's when I wanted him gone. But yeah, we notoriously don't even sack managers even when we're poor. That's true. That's true. But the thing is, there's no smoke without fire. We're getting linked to managers now. Well, Terzic. Ignore the Southgate when that's not happening. But we got linked with Terzic now. Like I think there's no smoke without fire. What's it called? Plattenberg's one of Steiner's leakers. Like yeah, to be fair, we waited too long to sack Pellegrini. We waited too long to let Moyes go. Waited to this contract. Waited too long to let Bilic go. Let Allardyce run down his thing as well. It was Sam's last year as well. And Avram Grant, we sacked him after we got relegated. So you're not wrong. But I just think they're not going to have much choice. Like, I don't think we win. Yeah, it was the same last year. But the difference is last year, they were waiting so they could just run down his contract. They were never going to sack him. The difference is now, this guy's still got a lot on his contract because he only just joined. They were never going to sack Moyes. The only time they were ever going to sack Moyes was where if we had lost the Conference League final. That's what X said. So my thing is now, they don't have much. Because I generally don't think we will win in the next 4 games. I don't think we'll get one win, and a draw's not enough. A draw's not enough in any of those games. Forest away, I'm scared. I'm scared of Forest and Newcastle. Newcastle away, I know what's going to happen. We're going to lose. But Forest away, yeah, long day. Long day. We haven't won there in the time they've been in the Premier League. That's another bogey team. Well, bogey ground. Because we beat them at our ground. You think we beat United? Oh God. That just delays the inevitable. As much as I want to win, it just delays everything. If we beat United, they'll delay it for another month. Because they're building up to be El Sakiko. It's just El Shitico. I said this on Lewis's stream. It's just El Shitico. We ain't. Like, because we ain't sacking a manager until November. And they ain't sacking a manager anytime soon because they won their game against Brentford. If we beat United, it just proves how bad United are. I wanted a whole Wan-Bissaka masterclass. But yeah. We got another Ten Hag on our hands without the trophies. Yeah, we got the Spanish Ten Hag. In fact, he's probably worse. He's probably worse than Ten Hag. And no, I wouldn't take Ten Hag. Before anyone asks. I've got a headache. I've got a fucking headache. He'll do just enough to keep his job. Oh God. I just don't think we're capable. Like maybe this is just pure hopium, but I don't think we're capable of beating anyone right now. Like the only team we've generally got a chance against is Southampton. Everyone else we've generally got no chance of winning. Maybe Wolves, maybe very maybe Wolves. That's a maybe. I don't think we're capable of beating anyone because Ipswich cool. Calvin Phillips gave us that game. So did Ben Johnson. But Man United do have injuries. I think Mainoo's out. Maguire, cool. Maguire could like. Then again, I'd rather Maguire out because Maguire always seems to have a good game against us. I don't like that guy, but he is what he is, man. I just think they always have players that could just turn up in a moment. Like Rashford, Garnacho, like they don't turn up in big games. They don't turn up in on a consistent basis, but they do turn up in moments. You never know. They could finish the job against us. Then again, Man United ain't enough to finish the job. It's gonna have to be Forest away. But then again, it might actually have to be a home game where we finish the job because it's gonna get toxic. I hate Garnacho as well, bro. Oh, yeah, I'm not looking forward to that game. Not looking forward to it, but I'm kind of just there for vibes at this point. I don't really care. I don't really care at this point. Get the day over with. Like that is literally me going to West Ham games now. Is get the day over with. It just takes a toll. It just takes a toll. And depending on the amount of people that leave early, I might join them. But then again, it'll be crowded anyway. I'm kind of just gonna depend on when I leave the game. It's gonna be dependent on how crowded it's gonna be after the game. Because at that point, I would just want to go home. I would just want to go home. Not gonna lie. What was the game against? Last home game was Ipswich. Because do you know what it is? Again, in a Chelsea game, I left straight away. I walked straight to the station and I got home quick. I was surprised how unpacked the train was and how quick I got home. Ake scored. Okay, interesting. City finishing the job. But yeah, I got home quick at the Chelsea game. So if we do lose, I'm walking as fast as I can to the station just so I can get another quick train home and try and get. Well, I'm gonna probably record the Arsenal Liverpool game just so I can watch that. Players coming out for the second half. Going to be interesting to see how Bayern Munich bounce back from this. They're 3-1 down. Checking on my guys Liam and Zir. Omar must be thrilled. Barcelona about to kick off the second half. Let's go. It's kicked off second half. No subs have been made at half time. Oh, they ruled it out. Okay, so it's still 1-0 City. City robbed. It's a conspiracy. Could they long ball to Lewandowski? Kimmich ain't really won the ball in midfield enough. Then again, neither has Paulinho. I saw a stat about City being like the rest being the most harsh against them. It was a bullshit decision, no lie. Fair enough. Can't say City are paying the rest this time then. Gotta love that narrative. Just because they're Saudis. Kim and Jay long ball to Elise. That's not gonna work. Oh no, Elise got there. It's ahead of Baldi. Don't know how that isn't a foul, but cool. Elise has been one of the few shining lights for Bayern. And the guy never looks pissed off. The guy just looks straight face all the time. It's actually crazy that narrative City gets shagged a lot. That's the thing. Everyone gets shagged. Everyone gets shagged. The problem is because everyone's so obsessed with their own club. that they think it's everyone against them. That's what Arsenal fans are the epitome of that. And I've seen City get robbed. I remember the Alisson one last year where Alisson barely got barged, and City should have won against Liverpool at the Etihad because should have won. You know what I mean? It's a 90-minute game, so you should win anyway. But you know what I mean? Like they should have had a second goal, I should say, against Liverpool last season. Arsenal fans think that every refereeing decision against them should have been given anyway. Have Arsenal got robbed before? Yes, of course Arsenal have been robbed before, but they don't get robbed every game. They don't get robbed in every Premier League decision that ever happens. And it's not a conspiracy against Arsenal. I hate when Big Six fans are like that. Big Six fans of other clubs always try to victimize themselves against other Big Six clubs. No, that's not how it works. And I used to be the one that thinks, oh, it's only the Big Six teams that don't get robbed. Even I was wrong about that. I was wrong about that. As a West Ham fan, I was playing too much of a victim back in the day. Because I've seen us rob other teams. I've seen us get robbed. The referees in this country are just shit. There's no conspiracy. There's no agenda against your club. Fans complain about refereeing too much. On this channel, yeah, the only time I talk about refereeing decisions is when someone in the chat brings it up. In terms of the game itself, I don't talk about refereeing decisions. I don't. Because I don't care. I talk about the 90-minute game. Because the game is 90 minutes. Whether it happens at the end of the game or not, there's other situations in the game where you couldn't have conceded that goal that happened against you. You could have scored more goals. You could have created more chances. You could have approached the game differently. There's so many other things to talk about where you can take responsibility to why you didn't win the game. Bayern Munich just giving the ball away. Lewandowski. Rafinha. Should have shot. But Bayern Munich giving the ball away again. Neuer having a bit of a terrible game, not going to lie. Good ball winning there. I don't know why Harry Kane's trying to win. How is that a foul? Are you being serious? I don't know how Harry Kane always falls the refs with these fouls, man. But here's my unpopular opinion about refereeing decisions. The referees have something against big strikers. And hear me out when I say this. If you're a big striker, you're expected, because you're strong, to win every battle on the pitch. But the problem is, if you are a big striker, centre-backs are going to pull you and push you a lot more. So you see the likes of Haaland, even Antonio for us, but even Haaland, Mitrovic when he was here, Ivan Toney when he was here. Like, any tall, big strikers, or just any strong striker, they get pulled around a lot by defenders, but they never get the decision. They never get them. Strikers don't get refereeing decisions. It's not to do with the club. If you're strong, you're just meant to do everything perfectly. Good ball by Kane. I want to see Arsenal finish fifth. Will be hilarious. That would be completely hilarious. Elise shot blocked. Harry Kane is cleared away. Muller. Painha. Over the bar. That should be on target minimum. Elise is their only hope in this game. I'll be real. I'm going to be recording videos actually after this game for something in advance, which should be coming in a few months' time. So a little exclusive. I listened to Never a Foul yesterday. Arsenal fans were saying they're the only top team who have had injuries this year. They didn't even have but they had zero last year. They had literally zero injuries last year. It's just piling on now. If they want to moan about injuries, they should complain about their manager, because the reason why Saka's injured, we discussed this yesterday, Charlie, as well. Like, the reason why Saka's injured is because of Arteta. Like, that boy's been running to the ground. And apparently he's not even going to be available against Liverpool. I thought it was just a knock. I thought he was just going to be out for the Bournemouth game. But he's going to be out against Liverpool as well. Like, Odegaard played most of their games as well. And he eventually just gets an unfortunate injury against Norway. These things happen. They barely had any injuries to key players last season. I'm pretty sure Odegaard played every game. Unless he was suspended. Gabriel and Saliba. Like, Saliba hasn't been injured since the season when they first were in the league title race. When has Gabriel last been injured? The only time I remember Gabriel not playing was at the start of last season when Arteta was doing the weird lineups. Rice hasn't been injured. Like that, they were saying City can't complain about injuries to Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne. Why not? If you could complain about injuries to you, why can't they complain about injuries to literally their two most key players? They are the two most key players, by the way, even over Haaland. Because for Haaland to even get any service, De Bruyne has to be there. That guy does not get any service without De Bruyne. They got Southampton on the weekend. They'll be fun, actually. Doesn't even matter who plays. Serge Gnabry, cleared, doesn't fall to Elise. It could be longer if it is indeed the hamstring. Yeah, as well. Like if it is hamstring injury, it could be out for a couple of weeks. But even then, after this, they've got Newcastle away. They'll beat Newcastle. Like Newcastle away, yes, it's tough usually, but Newcastle ain't that good this year. They'll still beat us, but they're not that good this year. And I don't remember who they have. Oh, yes, Chelsea. Okay, they might struggle against Chelsea. I'm not gonna lie, but that game could be open. That game, they could finish chances in that game as well. Apparently, he's a doubt for Liverpool. Yeah, I've seen that. Arteta seen he's not. He's not going to be there. It's unlikely. He said. I think. Um, and they're worried about Calafiori as well. Like, and Timber's got a knock, but Timber will be back, and they'll go back to the back four they had at the start of the season. Like, so what? Big whoop, man. Like they're complaining about the injuries, but they don't complain about the transfer window that they had. They were happy with Calafiori, Marino, and Sterling. You needed more than that. And Sterling was only there to sign as an opportunity. It was an opportunity that you saw was open. At least that's a good idea. Yeah, Bayern ain't coming back. Guerrero, Kane. Elise and Kane have a good understanding, not gonna lie. Paulinho across, headed away by Kunde. Calamari has been injury prone. Yeah, this is his second injury since he's come back, like since he's joined Arsenal. And they've got enough defenders. They should be fine. They should be fine. Maybe defenders that they don't like, but even if they were saying about Zinchenko, they were the ones that hyped Zinchenko in the first place. Everyone knew he couldn't defend. Like everyone knew he couldn't defend. So I don't know why they're complaining now. Everyone said that when you signed Zinchenko and Jesus, City let them go for a reason. And we didn't know they were going to be in the title race after that. We all said that they were let go for a reason. And there you go. How much is Sterling on at Arsenal? Don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue. Real look. Raheem Sterling wages. Apparently at Chelsea it was 325. And his arrival at the Emirates meant he secured the top among the player salaries. Yes, 325. And Arsenal are paying 30%. So they're paying 97k a week, which isn't bad, but it's still a loan. Like, to be fair, it's not as much as they could have paid. Oh, Yamal. Beautiful ball. Rafinha on a counter attack again. Rafinha! Oh my days! Rafinha's got a hat trick. Oh my days! It is 4-1 to Barcelona. The overrated bum Rafinha has got a hat trick against Bayern Munich. He's been top. Like all Barcelona needed to do is transition and put the ball in behind. The defensive line is absolutely terrible, and that is game, set, and match. If you didn't need any more confirmation, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, that having Bielsa agenda. That proves you've been watching for a while. Then I don't. To be fair, I don't have a Bielsa agenda. I don't have a Bielsa agenda. I said Bielsa made the players better. I just complained it's the Lopetegui thing is a B-set BL support. But yeah, oh, Haaland scored as well, yeah, Charlie. So now they're 2-0 up. But beautiful ball by Yamal, by the way. Great assist. Rafinha hat trick. Amazing. Amazing stuff. He's done it again, that Rafinha. He's fucking dirty little. Yeah, Neuer's been shocking this whole game, not gonna lie. Fucking done it again, that Rafinha. Kane has tried shooting from the halfway line, by the way. Obviously, it didn't work from kickoff. I haven't seen that in years. Either it was Kane or Muller. I don't know which one. It was like a mid-air, over-the-head back heel. What the actual... Only Haaland could do that shit, man. Like, Haaland just has the 6-footness just to get there. Oh, is Jamal through there? Okay, no, maybe not. Neuer. Ball into Upamecano. I think Upamecano, by the way, just let space happen. And so is Guerrero, whatever the fuck you pronounce the name. Haven't seen that since the Sidemen match. The Sidemen match is always, for some reason, create some of the most mad goals. Nabry. How is Musiala not on the pitch, man? Pedri's worked hard, done his job really well in midfield. I feel sorry. I don't think Elise deserves this. I can't lie. Even Kane hasn't been that bad. There's 4 players coming on. Oh my god, he's taken Musiala, or he's taken Elise off. He's taken Elise off. Elise's off for Muller, Elise, Nabry, and Paulinho are all off. God knows why. Don't know why Elise's off. And Musiala, Sane, Coman, and Goretzka are all on. Yeah, not gonna lie. Company, you're cooked, my friend. I know they're 4-1 down, but yeah, long day, man. I will try and give that goal a watch on Twitter. Just give me a sec. Baldy thinks he's Real Madrid. Company to Burnley. Here we go, part 2. I mean, they probably need him over Scott Parker. But yeah, Company ain't lasting at Bayern, man. Not with decisions like this. Ugh. Frankie De Jong's coming on. Who's number 16? Who's number 16? I don't even know who number 16 is. He's been given a captain's armband. It's this random white guy. Who's this? Oh, Fermin Lopez. I've not. He's played quite well. I first started watching him. Let me have a look at the Haaland goal. Company next job should have been Brighton, not Bayern Munich. Yeah. I'm watching the goal now. Savio goes past him. Huh? How's he managed to finish that? What the fuck? Has John Stones scored now as well? What the fuck is going on, man? Yeah, I don't know how Haaland has finished that, not gonna lie. Like he's got mad instincts. He's got mad instincts. 3-0. Jesus. Well, you expect it, don't you? Barcelona could really make this embarrassing. I'm not gonna lie. Then again, once they take him off, the fun stops because Yamal's played well. That's not a penalty. Definitely offside. How do you feel? Yeah, that's not a penalty. That's not even a penalty, even if it was an offside. All right, let's carry on, man. Still got 30 minutes left of this game, and it's already over. I knew this would be a good game. It's a shame we didn't get to see the first 15 minutes of it. I'm looking forward to Fenerbahce Man United tomorrow. I think that'll be a decent game. Do you punch man up? It looks like it from the background. No, that's just because what's it? I've had that punching bag for 5 years. I just wanted one in my room. I bought that like 5 years ago. No, I don't punch man up. But yeah, I've got gloves. They're like in the corner of my room. I very rarely use it nowadays, but it's kind of there for design now. I usually the hoodie I'm wearing right now is usually over the punching bag. I don't know why it just became. It was just there. Sane, terrible ball. Sane's terrible. Like Mike's bringing back the ICF. Oh god, I'm probably the first one with hair in the ICF. Everyone else has got the Ten Hag trim. Guerrero. Guerrero's been probably the worst player on the pitch, I'd say. He's been given a hard time. Don't know why Upamecano's there. He looks uncomfortable. Bayern have a lot of wash players. They do, you know. They do. And to be fair, they've complained about it. They haven't been run well for time. For a few years. Like, Kimmich should be playing right back. Kim Min-jae and Upamecano as your centre-back pairing is not good. And then Eric Dyer as your depth. Terrible. Alphonso Davies is looking for a move away. Coman's looking for a move away. Kane is not the same. He's a goal scorer, but still, he's not the same Kane. Elise is the only good one there. Sane's dead. You versus Sufal scrap. Who's winning it? Do you know what? I'll be real. Yeah, I think that'll be a good scrap. I think that'll be a good scrap still. I think Sufal, I think could fight. That's a good ball from Sane. Coman. I don't know what. You should have passed it to Musiala. Haaland 4-0. Take him off now. Might as well take him off. Then again, they've got Southampton on the weekend. They don't really need to take him off. Sufal will punch your head in, I'll be real. Nah. Nah. I think, do you know what it is? I think if I punch him first, I think his head would, I think he'll just be rattled and he'll start fighting with emotion. So if I get the first punch in, I reckon I'll beat him up. However, if he gets the first punch in on me, I've got a glass chin. I'll probably go down quite easily and pause. It depends who gets the first punch in. Then again, if it's boxing, I reckon I beat him. If it's an all-out scrap, I think he's the kind of person that will bite you in the middle of a fight and try and scrap you like that. If it's a no-rules fight, he wins. Because I feel like he just bites people's heads off. Looks like an old Czech gangster. He looks like a homeless Czech gangster. Do you know what it is? A man with no hairline is a fearless man. They've got nothing to lose. If you haven't got a hairline, you've got nothing to lose. Sufal has hairline, left him a long time ago. That's why I'd be afraid. I think that's the main reason why he should be afraid. He hasn't got a hairline. I think Suchek is a scrapper. I think he has it in him. I'm not gonna lie. I think now if we said me versus Suchek, I think Suchek would cave my head, and not just because he's tall, but also imagine if it was a boxing match. Yeah, he's got reach. I think he's got a nasty side to him. He's a nice guy, but he's got a nasty side. Like the people I wouldn't want to fight. I wouldn't want to fight Antonio. I wouldn't want to fight Tadibo. Suchek. Who else could beat me up in West? I think that's it. Maybe Kilman because he's tall, but like, okay, Mavropanos. No, Mavropanos. Mavropanos has got a head shape. Kudus? No, we saw it. We saw the way he punches. He's strong though. He is strong. I reckon I could win though. Okay, I wouldn't want to fight Rodriguez. Not gonna lie. Alvarez, maybe. Maybe. I think Alvarez thinks he's stronger than he actually is. I think Rodriguez is a racist Argentinian. That's a man who with nothing to lose. You reckon you could take Julian Dick? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. No chance. No, you would have Rodriguez. I wouldn't have Rodriguez. He's got the EDL trim. It makes so much sense. Could they? Lewandowski. They're just playing with Bayern's feelings. At this point, they're just playing and taking a piss out of them. Not gonna lie. Rafinha stopped by Upamecano. Stopped again. All right, ball has been recovered. Pause. Check the scores as well as me checking my emails. Let's check the scores, bro. I'm about to say, yeah, it just come up for me 4-0 now. Liverpool still winning 1-0. Let's see, 1-1 with Lille. Benfica scored. Zagreb went 1-0 up. How are Inter drawing 0-0 with young boys? I still find that weird that that's a team name. And I think that I don't know what the stadium name's called actually. I could get that wrong. Yeah, Julian Dix, bro. Like, you don't want to fight Julian Dix. I don't want to fight anyone that was playing in the 80s as well, because they were playing on pitches with holes in them. Like, you don't want to fight people that are playing with pitches with holes in them. Like, Barcelona defended quite well as well. To be fair, they've been quite organised. Like, if we compare the two teams as well, yeah, Barcelona are a team that play high up. Oh, Yamal, that's beautiful, but they're organised. But Bayern, they play high up the pitch, but they're so disorganised, so out of place. Now, Hansi Flick has really got the best out of them. Dude, you ever done a sliding tackle on AstroTurf? I played in the 80s. I played on AstroTurf. You would punch Bruno's head in. I think I could win in a fight against Bruno Fernandes. For sure. I've played on AstroTurf before. Many times. Slide tackling on AstroTurf is not worth it. But when you're playing football, fuck it. Put a foot in. I remember I played Sunday League. And I was used to playing on all these away grounds, you know what I mean? Away pitches that we used to play on. And it was basically 90% mud anyway. But we went to this like blue AstroTurf game. And the pitch was just so much different the way it flowed, etc. But like you couldn't really put the same tackles in. Like you couldn't really put the same tackles in effectively. So sliding on concrete ain't it as well. Yeah, madmen did that in school. In primary school, it was just pure concrete. I'm trying to think. Secondary school, what was the pitch? Oh no, there was a cage as well in secondary school, but we didn't play on the cage. We waited until we went to the school field, or just played outside the school field. We didn't slide though because it wasn't big enough anyway. Pause. But in primary school, there were some madmen that slid on concrete. I don't know whether anyone else had this in UK primary schools, but we played with sponge footballs. Like the footballs made of sponge. I don't know whether anyone else had that, but we had that. And I don't know why people were sliding on concrete with sponge footballs. That was even bad. I never did it. I never wanted to. I've got a scar on my knee until this day from even falling on my knee on concrete. I cried my eyes out because I was like year five. That was horrid in the rain. Yeah, they was horrid in the rain. Yeah, like because some of the concrete would get stuck in the football. Like when you play, and also when the ball was made of sponge, yeah, and you was the few times you were allowed in the rain because obviously you just play inside, play board games and shit. The ball bounces, the ball stuck. The ball not stuck, but it doesn't bounce. It doesn't bounce. So it's just like, and then there's just a bit of concrete just stuck in a football. But yeah, sponge football. I remember, well, if you brought your own ball, you was the guy anyway. Like the one time I probably could find my sponge footballs if I really had a look at my house from back in the day. I had two, but well, I think actually no, one of them got kicked over, so I did get one of them back. But I think I still got one in my house. That's the most sad thing ever when you can't play football anymore because the ball got kicked over. That's why you always bring a spare. We learned from then. Once the ball gets kicked over, we know who's going to kick it over because we know that someone is just going to toe punt it straight over the fence. And the fence was high as well. So someone's got 0% shot accuracy. So just bring a spare ball. Do you still beef with your neighbors? I've never not beef with my neighbors. Jonathan, I've had the same neighbors all my life, yeah. I'd beef with them today because they parked in front of our drive. And I told them, leave, because my mum's literally just about to arrive. My mum was out, literally about to park in next to parking back into our drive. Get the fuck out. I'm cool with them. I'm cool with one of them, but they piss me off. Basically, Jonathan, as well, for the last week, nearly two, they've been redoing their house. So even when I'm getting up early, I don't get the sleep that I want. I don't get the sleep that I want. I'm always waking up earlier than I should, whether I'm sleeping in or not sleeping in. Whether I need to get up at 6 or get up at 10. It doesn't matter. I'm not getting the sleep that I want. Because I don't who needs an alarm when you have your neighbors? Either they're making noise, or the kids are making noise, or something like that. The only time I'm making noise is if I'm playing music out my speaker when I'm having a shower. And that's for like 20 minutes max. And that's also at a reasonable time in the afternoon. Not in the middle of the night and not in the middle of the morning. Also, fun fact, the reason why I don't like them in the first place is because they used to have chickens. And they used to wake you up right in the middle of the morning. And when we told them to get rid of their chickens, they got another one. The council had to step in. Till this day, it's been like a 10-year beef. I'm telling you that. 10-year, 11-year beef. I got an old lady as my neighbor. That's the best neighbor. Exactly. The old ladies that used to live, obviously they're dead now, but obviously the old ladies that used to live in the neighborhood that I'm in, like they were calm. Also, they were a few houses away, so that was the problem. I want you to live next to us. I need you to live next to us instead because you don't make any noise. You're watching TV, maybe on 50 volume to try and hear it, but that's it. I could put up with that. Council had to step, yeah, the council had to step in, and also because my room is directly towards the back garden. I heard their chickens in 4K. I heard their chickens in 4K, bro. I'm the back garden side, so I can hear everything. And because they don't let their kids outside to go to the park in the summer, they have to make noise when it's out. You're trying to have a peaceful day out in the sun in the back garden. You just hear their fucking kids screaming and shouting, man. I can't lie, yeah. Not everyone needs to have like 20 children each in their household. I don't know why I have to hear a fucking kid crying for the past 10 years. Kane to Sane. Sane overcomplicated it again. Literally, all you needed to do was just take one touch and shoot. But yeah, that's. I've always had beef with like. To be fair, when we talk, we're cool, but it's just like they're not horrible people or anything. They're just annoying. Just get a cat, they'll be gone in a day. No, the chickens aren't there anymore. Oh wait, or do you mean the kids? Because the chickens were gone a long time ago, years ago, years and years ago. I used to have cats, but it wasn't in this house. Like I've been in this house forever, but I stayed around another house on the weekend. I used to have cats there for a bit, but I can't be asked to get a pet now. I was younger than I would just let my parents take care of it. Like I'd actually have to take care of it now. I think knowing me, knowing how clumsy I am, I'd probably forget that I had a pet. Yeah, the chicken's been gone, bro. The council had to step in and get rid of the chicken. Cockroaches, same thing. Like I don't want to live on a farm. I live like in a normal place. I don't want to live on a farm. I don't want to live next to people that think they're gonna get a farm. My neighbor gives me biscuits sometimes. She is so sweet. All ladies are fucking bare nice because they're like fucking always sharing and shit. Like my old neighbor used to do that. Used to just give the neighbor stuff. I was like, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Fair dues. See, why can't old people just live where I live, man? Like, and to be honest with you, it's a good neighborhood that I live in. It's just one neighborhood that I have to live next to. Through to Lewandowski. Again, overcomplicating it. Just shoot. Sometimes just shoot. Don't need to take too many touches. But yeah, man. Honestly, just trying to get through the day when these neighbors are here, bro. Parking on our drive, making constant noise. Just hell. I just piss off some. I'm gonna lose my shit one of these days with these neighbors, man. They keep throwing stuff in our garden as well. Like, what the fuck? Like half the stuff that in our front garden and back garden ain't ours, bro. They parked like in front of our drive today, and they did it last Friday as well. So I had to deal with that, which was quite annoying. The problem is I have to take a bins out. Oh, fair man. I have to take the bins out tomorrow. So yeah, I mean I do. Yeah, that's one of my many jobs in this house now. I don't mind taking the bins out, but I get obviously you have to take someone else's bins out. It's also long, man. Ugh. 10 minutes left, and added time of this game still 4-1. So pretty much game. It was game over a long time ago. Still been a good game. Not gonna lie. Trying to see who. Let me check out who's streaming afterwards. It used to kick off between me and my neighbors too. I mean, yeah, you shagged the daughter, bro. Oh, that was when I lived in Norwich. Oh fucking hell! I had to go to Norfolk, Norwich when I did my geography trip in 2018, round when the World Cup was on. We just did it for rocks and shit like that, like what the fuck, rocks and cliffs and all that boring shit next to the beach. And it wasn't even sunny, so it wasn't even fun. Um, The other side. Who's is there anyone that's got an upcoming stream that we can redirect to after this? Because let me check. I think everyone that's streaming is streaming now. Hold on. 23rd. The weather ain't been bad in October, not gonna lie. Yeah, the weather's been alright. It was sunny yesterday. LB will do. Oh, I thought it was gonna be 5-1. I thought Lewandowski was gonna completely finish the job there. Yamal again. How is he? Well, I don't know why he's still on the pitch. He should be taken off just to rest. Jams talks ball. Okay, LB Jams. All right, cool. Give me a sec. I don't know. I don't know how to redirect like properly how people usually do. So what I'm gonna do, um, is just put a link in the chat instead. Okay, Jabs is doing his stream at 10. So we'll go rate Jabs' channel. He's nearly on 500 subscribers as well. So if you're not subscribed to him, go do that now. Because he's on 461. We could get him to 500 in a few weeks. So big up to Jams. We'll redirect to him straight after this. All right, Musiala with the ball. I can't lie, yeah. There's probably going to be a lot of like news articles and reports coming out about company. Probably some discontent, probably some non-believers, probably rumors of losing the dressing room very early on. And they haven't won the league. They didn't win the league last year. They can't go 2 years without not winning the league and underperforming in the Champions League. Because as much as their squad isn't that good for the standard of Bayern Munich, their squad isn't like not worthy of competing in the Champions League. I'll probably go to LB player ratings. Fair enough. Penalty to City. A good day for City then. Pal Victor, Ansu Fati, and Gavi are all coming on. Yamal is finally coming off. Gets a standing ovation for a reason. So credit to Yamal once again. The fact that this guy is this young and doing what he's doing, I can't lie. He's a special player. The problem is that the fucking El Clasico is not even on UK TVs. I'm not trying to find a link for that. And you know what? We were talking like about darts yesterday, doing darts watchalongs. There's a lot of darts on ITV4 on Saturday and Sunday, but they just clash with the football. So I'm probably not going to do a watchalong for that. But whenever there's darts and it's not clashing with the football, we'll do some darts watchalongs. Why not? We've done all of this. We can do darts. 5-0, Nunes. Fair enough, penalty. Imam Masterclass again, bro. Yaya Nunes. This guy, bro. This guy. But Nunes will have to play more games regardless now. He might even get some game time against Southampton. Pep might rotate a little bit against Southampton. Company is a madman from what I've seen, just like Tuchel. But with Tuchel, his divorce with his wife killed his man managing skills. Fair. Company is legit. Like, I know people take the clips, like the angry clips, out a bit. Like, okay, I don't know. I don't think like I know he knows what it takes to win, like as a player at the top level, but that never ever really translates into being a manager at the top level. Only really with Zidane, and not many other. Maybe you could argue Enrique and Guardiola as they play for Barcelona, but I'm talking at the very top. This was too far of a step. I think he's a good manager. I just think this is too far of a step. I think he can manage in the Premier League, and I think he can manage in the top five leagues, just not one of the top teams in the top five leagues. Going from Burnley to Bayern Munich is too much of a big step, especially when you didn't even survive with Burnley. And the thing is, I've got a lot to say about that Burnley team. I remember like why they went down. Like it wasn't just the football. There was a lot of things, but it was the transfer strategy as well. It was terrible. I'm a City fan for real. Get too happy when they win and too mad when they lose. Do you know what? To be fair, so did I. Wasn't Carlo a good player back in the day? I think so. He was. Yeah, you could put him there. I don't know too much about his playing career, but I think he did. To be fair, Conte was okay for Juventus. Well, he was a good player for Juventus, apparently. I'm not old enough for that, but you know what I mean. But like with Zidane, it was a bit like I'm talking with Zidane. It was like so at the top with his playing days, from what people say, and obviously he managed Real Madrid. So, so I don't know whether Carlo was world class as a player back in the day, but if he was, then you could add him to that list as well. Because if that's the argument, like Pep played for Barcelona, so I don't know. I forget Pep played with Luis Enrique. Nunes has been man of the match. It's good for his confidence as well. I want it to go like from a neutral endpoint because West Ham aren't going to win the league anytime soon. So I would like it to go back to the City pool era, just because like I don't have an association with either team really. Even though I do like City from a West Ham point of view, because then I don't have to root for like and be emotionally invested because I don't like Arsenal. So when Arsenal were in these title races, I'm fully rooting for City. Upamecano slipped. Ansu Fati, can he capitalise? He's made up for it. The only problem with City versus Liverpool is that there's not enough hostility and animosity. Pep got the bag in Qatar before there was the bag. Oh yeah, he did. To be fair, I remember seeing that on Football Manager. I was like, "What? This guy played in Qatar." Pep was ahead of the game, bro. That's why he's a revolutionary. He's a visionary for a reason. It's the reason why they call him a visionary. What's his name? Is injured. 17 for Barcelona is injured. It's a yellow card. Probably going to be a bit of added time, I'd imagine anyway. But yeah, let me get the link ready for. Make sure to like the video if you haven't already, people. Make sure to subscribe. We've obviously got the Fenerbahce Manchester United preview, not preview, watch along tomorrow. And also we've got the West Ham Man United preview on Friday. Full-time treble incoming. Shock City won against Prague. Take that confidence against an obvious win against Southampton. Just carry that on from there. Company looks stressed. His veins are going to pop out of his bald head. I'm going straight to bed after this. I'm going straight to bed. I've already brushed my teeth. I'm going straight to bed. I can't. I actually cannot wait just to lie down. I just need to lie down. I've got a headache. I've got a headache, man. There won't be any guests, I don't think, for the Man United preview, just to let everyone know. But we're still going to do. We're also going to do the Leicester Forest watch along just to make up for it. They rested a few players tonight too. Fair enough. Man City are scary. Man City hate is an illness. I've got housework to do. Fairs. Another great stream though, bro. Yeah, of course. Always, always. 3 minutes left, and then we're gonna redirect to jams. But yeah, we'll have a double. I'll set up the double stream for Friday as well. Probably tomorrow. Probably set it up tomorrow because I've got to make the thumbnail as well. Can't be us right now. No video, so there'll be no stream on Saturday unless something comes up, unless there's something actually worth talking about to do with the football. And then on Sunday, match reaction to the inevitable loss. But yeah, you'll just get a solo stream from me on Friday. Man City gone 26 games unbeaten in the Champions League and 31 games unbeaten in the league. They're actually scary. And everyone always says, "Oh, but City might not be like the same City this year." Listen, don't people learn and get bored of that? It's more our hope, isn't it? It's more our hope when people do all of this. 1 minute left. This is embarrassing from a Bayern Munich point of view. They must be seething, the fans. You gotta be disappointed if you lose 4-1 to anyone. And they've also lost to Aston Villa as well, so they've lost 2 in a row in the Champions League. And they're both away from home, yes, but still, come on. For fuck's sake, United, West Ham, Chelsea, and Spurs play at the same time. Yeah. Atleti losing 3-1. What? Lille beating Atleti. Don't ever. I thought I saw a red card happen in that game. I could be wrong. No, that was in the Zagreb game. Atleti are losing 3-1. Benfica losing 3-1 as well. Northside must be pissed. Inter won in the end. Inter squeezed over the line. They scored right at the last minute. Arnautovic missed a penalty, but Thuram scored right at the last minute. Liverpool squeezed over the line against Leipzig. Yeah, fairs. And that is the end. Finally, get Simeone's. I mean, do a better job than Lopetegui, eh? But listen, guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you do. But stay here because we're gonna redirect. Well, just click the link here. Click the link here, and go to Jam's stream for 10 p.m. and leave in the comments Mike's raid when he is eventually streaming as well. But make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me and the email for the inquiries. I'll see you guys.